A reading from the Gospel of Matthew. If your brother sins against you, go and tell him his fault, between you and him alone. If he listens to you, you have gained your brother. But if he does not listen, take one or two others along with you, that every word may be confirmed by the evidence of 2 or 3 witnesses. If he refuses to listen to them, tell it to the church. And if he refuses to listen even to the church, let him be to you as a Gentile and a tax collector. Truly, I say to you, whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Again, I say to you, if 2 of you agree on earth about anything you ask, it will be done for them by my Father in heaven. For where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there am I in the midst of them. The Gospel of the Lord. For where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there am I in the midst of them. Brothers and sisters, we hear this promise from Jesus Christ this morning in chapter 18 of Matthew's Gospel, that He is with us whenever 2 or more of us are gathered in His name. For where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there am I in the midst of them. Jesus is with us. 2 or 3 or more are gathered in His name. That's the promise. But for Jesus to be there, we must be united in His name. And this requires reconciliation. Hence the first part of this morning's gospel that we hear. Brothers and sisters, it says, if your brother sins against you, go tell him his fault between you and him alone. If he doesn't listen to you, take 1 or 2 others to help you in that discussion. If he still refuses, bring in the church. In other words, we escalate or we grow in the way that we communicate whenever we have a problem, starting with the simplest and smallest way. If you have a problem with somebody, go talk to them. Jesus doesn't say if your brother sins against you, go tell everyone else about it and don't talk to your brother. Jesus doesn't say gossip. Jesus says confront the problem. Go directly to it. Lean into it. It's going to hurt and be challenging, but that's necessary for reconciliation. And reconciliation is necessary for unity. And unity is necessary so that the presence of God may be revealed and manifested in our lives. Where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there am I in the midst of them. So brothers and sisters, the invitation from Jesus this weekend to work at all costs and strive for reconciliation with your brother, with your sister, with your enemy. Because without reconciliation, there is no community. And without community, we will not have the presence of Christ with us. For where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there am I in the midst of them. Brothers and sisters, through the mercy of Christ, may we have the grace necessary to be reconciled with our brothers and sisters who have sinned against us. May we too have the mercy and the grace so that we may do our part for any damages we've done in relationships, so that through this reconciliation we may have community. And so that through this reconciliation we have community, and having community, we can profess the name of Jesus. And that by professing the name of Jesus in community, through reconciliation, God may be present. For where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there am I in the midst of them.